I'm Terrence James. Today, Chris and I have the keys for the 2026 Volvo XC90 plug-in hybrid, and we want to show you why this is known as one of the nicest luxury vehicles to spend time in on the road.
Actually, this is known for safety because it's a Volvo. Because Volvo is a company that cares so much about safety that they have made it their goal to never have another person die in a crash in a Volvo product ever again. In fact, Volvo over the years has invented 3-point safety belts. They have invented side curtain airbags. They've invented crumple zone.
A few moments later.
And not only that, when Volvo invents these safety things, they patent it, but they make the licenses open so everybody can use their safety technology and everybody can benefit from the safety.
So, apparently my co-host and safety hall monitor is correct. Volvo is known for safety, but it's nothing that we want to get to know on the review today, if you know what I mean. So let's go. Sorry.
See, the Volvo would have known I was in its blind spot.
All right, and we are off in our 2026 Volvo XC90 plug-in hybrid, Chris. And, you know, we started off this review joking around in the introduction saying about, you know, obviously this is known for safety. But not a lot of people, at least I didn't really fully realize just how nice these are. Like, this is up there with Audi, Mercedes, and BMW, in my opinion, as far as just how nice of a vehicle it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I opened up the door to this car, the first thing that I said was, this is exactly what I think of when I think of a luxury vehicle, because so many vehicles just don't have that traditional luxury feel anymore. We've got nice wood trim that feels premium, looks premium, some nice cloth material.
The leathery type stuff.
Yeah, everything's soft touch and padded. We have a crystal gear knob.
Yeah.
From Orifers of Sweden. I'm assuming that's some sort of designer jewelry crystal brand in Sweden, but whatever it is, it looks really nice.
Yeah, definitely not part of IKEA. So, all right, now hold tight because I want to show people, because you're probably going to be going on the highway and things like that. So that's this segment here. So I just want to show you how just the great road manners that this thing has. You know, it's not designed to be a Porsche or anything, but on the same note, you got to get on the highway. Look at this thing. Very little body lean, and it's well over 5,000 pounds. A bit of a...
We're almost up to highway speed already, and we're just on the on-ramp.
Yeah, and you don't... I didn't realize because it's that smooth. All right, I'm going to give it some juice. Oh, yeah, listen to that. Turbo 4 kick in. Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's probably not safe speed, so we're gonna slow down. So this is amazing. Wow, that was
that got up to speed,
and then some,
but
smooth,
very quickly.
You know, like, and it felt. I don't know. I don't want to compare this to a Volkswagen, but I'm a Volkswagen owner, and one of the reasons I like the Volkswagen is it's conservative and subtle in its appearance and its approach, as in it's not in your face, but it can really handle well, but it's also compliant, you know, and that's what I get with this. Like, when we're talking about the outside look especially, and in here too, but on the outside look, like the Volkswagens, or a lot of Germans in the sense, where the Scandinavians seem to be the sense of, we want a nice vehicle that you can dress up, dress down, and the nice look is going to be contemporary. It's going to last. You know what I mean? You can look at this vehicle 10 years from now, it's not going to be like, woohoo, what were you thinking? You know, like with all the vents and the big grills and everything. It's very time period, a lot of that, where this is, you know.
Well, I mean, this, like, along that vein, this basic style has been around, I think, for about 10 years now. They haven't changed the look a whole lot because it's just aged well.
Well, and literally in the research I was doing for this, Volvo says of this vehicle that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As in, it is a very nice looking vehicle that everyone would agree that says that's a nice looking vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And in here, it's just very, again, like a lot of Japanese products and a lot of German products, it's really well thought out. Everything you can get to really easy, you know, the visibility, obviously, with a Volvo, they don't want anything impeding. You do have these big pillars to give you the illusion of safety, which it is safe, but on the same note, they're not blinding, you know. definitely impressed with just the comfort and convenience in here. But what I wanted to do is just quickly touch on the safety, since you're wearing the vest. Because a lot of folks, depending on why you're watching this video, you may be watching it because you're looking to buy a Volvo and get some information. Hopefully we can provide that. Maybe you're just looking to learn about the vehicle, because like I said, my whole life I've always known that Volvos were really safe. But until I started researching for this, I had no idea just how serious they were. So they've always had that as the philosophy of the company, and they put as much effort into making this vehicle safe as, let's say, Porsche does in making their vehicle perform well on track type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And even when Volvo does make performance versions like those R models, the Polestars and stuff, they just add performance to the safe vehicle.
Yeah, you're not suffering. At all, or compromising because of that, and that's a good point, But the idea of it is back in the day, it was more just because of the technology at the time. It was really focused on, if you happen to get into an accident, the Volvo, unlike other companies, would have technology to help you kind of get through that accident. So it's kind of like anything, you can say, oh, my car has, a 6-speed manual transmission in it, and isn't that great? But not all 6-speed manuals are the same. Some are more engaging than others. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So of course all cars nowadays have airbags and seatbelt pretensioners and all these different safety features as part of regulation, but
many of which Volvo invented.
Exactly, and they have the patents on. And like you mentioned, which I just think is so amazing in the introduction, that they are so serious, and that's how you can tell they're serious about safety, is they patent all these things, but then they don't, unlike most other companies, charge license fees, because they want all companies to use it.
Yeah.
And I just think
they want everybody to be safe.
Yeah, that is incredible. So in 2007, they made a corporate mandate, or I don't know if that's the right word, a corporate a statement to say that they were working towards having no one ever get in a serious accident and or have a fatal crash in one of their vehicles again. And now, in 2023, with the XC90, especially the fully electric one, they are now taking it to the next level. Because what they were saying is, when seatbelts came along, the 3-point ones, you saw...
Which Volvo invented.
Exactly. So, thank you, Volvo. So, the idea of it was you saw a huge improvement in overall safety on the roads because of that technology. So, what they're saying is in this new technical digital revolution, starting with the XC90, they want to take that to the next level and really see that huge improvement again. But the other side of the coin, which they also focus on quite a bit, is the driving experience. They really, really want a nice, luxurious vehicle. And I was kind of joking around, earlier off camera, saying that I have a Golf R and it's a Volkswagen product, and they market it as a sports car, if you will, but really it's just a little baby luxury car, and it's just, in my mind, it's false advertising. Whereas this, Volvo doesn't say that this is a sports car. They're saying that it is a luxury car, and that is how it feels in here.
Yep.
Listen, quiet.
It's quiet.
I know. Like my wife would wish I would be more often.
If this was my Civic, it would be booming right now.
It would be. It's super good. Not a lot of road noise, not a lot of wind noise, so you can have some nice conversations. Now, this has the Harman, I can never say it properly.
Harman Kardon
sound system, which is a good one. It really is. But if you want Volvo, because a lot of people were really into good, even classical music and that type of thing, and the upgraded sound system, which I haven't got to try, is amazing, supposedly.
Yeah, the Bowers and Wilkins sound system.
Yeah, from other reviewers that we really respect that get into that type of thing with the sound systems.
Thank you, Savage Geese.
Yeah, thank you, Savage Geese. They rave about that, and they actually had an XC90 themselves, right? So, for a while. So, anyway, the point of it is a fantastic vehicle to be in. Just the road manners on the highway, because that's where we wanted to test it first, is great. It tracks nice and straight. It's got light steering, but not like the old Cadillacs or something. You know what I mean? Like the actual chassis responds well.
It responds instantly, unlike the Cadillacs where you had about half a foot of movement in the steering wheel before anything happened.
Yeah. And one of the things that I just really want to talk about, and then we're going to pull over and let you drive inside the city, where else we're going to probably spend a lot of time with this, is the fact that I just can't believe how much I like hybrids now, plug-in hybrids. And what I mean by that is, we did an XC90, the previous generation, a couple years ago on the channel. Thank you, London Volvo, for giving us this vehicle. So we really, really appreciate that. But the idea of it is the fact that for most of us, you work and live in your own little bubble, and you don't drive a lot. I think most of the research says it's about 50 kilometers or 30 miles for most people on a daily basis, which this will do, about 50 kilometers or 30, 35 miles on a charge. And the nice thing of it is, because it's a plug-in hybrid, you don't necessarily, as in a smaller battery, I think it's 15 kilowatt hour or something like that. But anyway, the point of it is, it's a smaller battery, so you don't necessarily have to spend the extra money at home converting it over to a faster charger. In about 7 or 8 hours, you can get enough juice to get you back to work the next day, right?
Yeah, which is one of the real benefits to these sorts of cars, because you just plug it into, here in North America, it's a 120 volt plug, your normal wall outlet, you plug it in, and in a few hours you've got a full charge again. Yeah, exactly. And it's so nice because when you're saving money, you know what I mean? And if you're into the environment, that's great too. But I mean, like, you're not using any gas, but you're not like, so for instance, in my situation, that was us a while ago, but there was a few times a month where we'd have to go 3 or 4 hours away. And, you know, most electric vehicles, because of infrastructure, that's really not that realistic. So this, you still got your gas engine. You know what I mean? You want to tow something? No problem. Yeah, you can tow with electric, like a Ford Lightning, but for the most part, a lot of the companies, if you're towing, it's going to really drain the battery. Where this, you got that security of knowing that, hey, I still got, you know, a gas engine. And it's a nice one. Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, let's pull this thing over and let's get in the city. Woo! All right, so it's time for our traffic light Grand Prix acceleration test, where we're going to race up to that fake stoplight just to hammer on the brakes again.
But safely.
But safely. Let's go. Just kidding.
Almost. Hold on.
We just wanted to show you how smoothly it goes over these speed bumps.
Luxury.
I'm not even sure that there's speed bumps there. Were there speed bumps? I see them.
I don't know.
I didn't feel them.
I didn't. But but in all honesty, I think we might have mentioned in the beginning about how Porsche spends so much time, you know, engineering a vehicle for performance, and Volvo spends the same amount of time on luxury and safety, and you could see it there, but on the same, because of the fact it's so nice over those speed bumps. But the point was, I can't believe how good that accelerated, and then the braking, like, ooh, that was incredible.
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm honestly shocked by how quick this goes, because you hear 2-liter 4-cylinder and you just think, economy car. But
not economy car. Well, what are we talking about horsepower? We're over, was it 455 horsepower?
Yeah,
or
I
something
think
like that?
455 horsepower, and apparently we can do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.3 seconds.
And that's incredible. And I think they're probably being a little conservative than that. And even if they are, that, you know, like we talk about the Civic Type R and how much we love that as a performance sedan, that's the type of speed it does. And that's the whole point of that car, you know what I mean? And we don't talk about that. So this is very capable that way. But again, it's engineered to be nice to drive. And that's why this segment, we're taking it in town, because you're going to go and get coffees. You're going to go to the sporting events. You got to park it in restaurants and things like that. And this is the kind of driving you're going to do. You're going to get little imperfections in the road like that. You're going to get different narrowed places like drive-thrus. Maybe we'll pull into McDonald's. Okay, all right.
What would you like?
All right, I'll order for myself.
Okay.
Welcome to McDonald's. Are you touching points in the app today?
No, we're not.
Yeah, what can I get started for you?
Could I get a medium black coffee, please?
And
Anything else?
yes, please. Can I get an extra large small with extra cream, but no cream, and then 4 sugars, but maybe sweeteners?
An extra large with...
Oh, sorry, I'm kidding. I will take a medium decaf, because apparently I don't need more caffeine.
A
Please.
medium decaf?
Yes, please. With 2 creams?
Yeah, is that everything for you today?
That is everything. Thank you.
You still want the medium black, right?
Yes, please.
Perfect. That'll be $2.70, one of your first window.
Okay, thank you.
And the nice thing is that was nice and quiet. They could hear our terrible ordering. Because of that electric power.
Medium decaf?
Yes, please. Oh, you got yours out.
Welcome to McDonald's. You put 2 points in the app today. Perfect. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah, of course. What can I get started for you?
So as you can see, we can get through that drive-through no problem. Because sometimes when you get in this size of vehicle, they can get a little intimidating. You know what I mean?
Oh, and it knows that the poles are there, and it's warning me about all the hazards.
And look at the display.
Yeah, look
Like
at that.
That is, you know, iPhone, Samsung type You know, that is really impressive.
Hi. Would you
Hello.
like coffee?
Thank you.
Decaf, 2 cream.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. And the nice thing
You too.
is, it's remember that Toyota that we had? It was just very aggressive. You know, these the Swedish.
Oh, yeah, all the beeping in the GR.
Right. And
Yep,
it's and some people might be concerned about that in the sense of you do want a safe vehicle, yes, but you also don't want to be yelled at. You know, and I have to say that this does a nice job. It's the
Yeah.
nice sounds.
Because that Corolla was aggressive.
It was very aggressive. It was shockingly aggressive.
It was as aggressive as its driving dynamics.
Yes, that's a good point. But as you can see, like, you know, maybe just whip it in a parking spot really quick there, Chris, to see if you can maybe back into one and we can again see how great these cameras are. But one of the things I wanted to mention too, as Chris is finding a parking spot, is the fact that it does have 7 seating. And if you get more expensive models, you can turn it into a 6-seater. Basically, eliminates Moose's booster seat, which I think is just incredible that he has. So, all right, let's see how it is for backing it in here.
So we put in reverse, we've got a backup camera, we've got a 360 camera. I bet you, these cameras are so good, I bet you we could park this thing without even, oh, I've missed the spot. I was going to say,
That's
I was
not
just about
Volvo's
to, that's not Volvo's fault, that was driver error. I was going to say,
But
we
look
could
at the
probably,
resolution. That's incredible.
we could pretty well just park this thing with cameras. In fact, I have just done. We don't recommend that at home. We are professionals. Do check your blind spots. But yeah, we are parked.
Yeah, no, this is incredible. And now it is. It's just an easy vehicle. It's a good size and things like that. So we'll take off and see how it drives as well and some feels in town here. But when we come up to the middle of the vehicle, depending on whether you get the 2 captain's chairs or the 3 seats in the middle, the idea of it is it's very comfortable back there being a luxury vehicle. The seats go back and forth. I love the fact that if you need a little bit better visibility, it's a little scary, but it throws those head rests down so you can see a little bit better. Like, that is just like little thoughtful things like that is absolutely incredible. You know, and as we come to moving towards our final thoughts, just to talk about everything else that this has in here. Like, of course, it's a luxury vehicle. You're going to start probably realistically for the just mild hybrid, you're going to be in the $80-something thousand range realistically, Canadian plus fees and taxes. You get the plug-in hybrid, you're going to be in the 90s probably, and then for the electric one even more. But that sounds expensive, and it is. But when you think about the average price, at least not that long ago in Canada, was about $70,000, give or take, for a new vehicle. You're not much more than that, and you have that peace of mind of the safety. And this is very feature rich. Not only is it feature rich, but just the build quality in here, the fit and finish, the materials, and every car's got screens nowadays. And yes, are these perfect with the infotainments and everything else? They're Google based? No. You know, you can always pick on any of the manufacturers, but the screens have beautiful resolution. It's easy to get to. Your digital cockpit as well, as good visibility. You got heads-up display as an option on these vehicles as well that works really well. You got the panoramic sunroof. I mean, really, you're not at want in this vehicle. And not only that, but it's easy to use, the ergonomics and everything else. So I'd have to say it's safe to say that they are also known for luxury. Let's move to our final thoughts. All right, we're back. We got back here safely and nicely in a luxurious way. But in all honesty, we started off this review by saying exactly that. We were joking around saying that most people know the Volvo to be a really safe vehicle, which it is. But we wanted to highlight just how nice and luxurious this vehicle is as well. So with that, Chris, what did you think?
Yeah, as far as this goes, that really just sums it up. We have, I mean, we got the top of the range. This is the big one right here, the XC90. So we got everything.
Go big or go home.
We got everything thrown at us pretty well. There's really not much more that you could possibly want as far as luxury goes. They've put all of that safety in there. We had Moose strapped into a booster seat that's built into the back seat of the car the whole time.
That is incredible, for real.
He's safe and strapped in. He didn't budge, not at all.
No,
not even
and if you have a booster seat with kids, it's not going to destroy these beautiful Scandinavian leather seats. You know what I mean? This is fantastic, and I'm sure the kids think it's pretty cool. No, I definitely have to say this is an incredible vehicle. If you're in the market for something that is mid-size and luxurious, and you're looking for some peace of mind,
and that has Thor's hammers on the front.
Many people think I kind of look like Thor. Not.
I'm not sure about that.
Throw it a few years from now. Anyway, thank you for watching. We do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or consider it, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on our next great video. And watch some more videos as well, because that actually helps the most. And hop on over to Facebook and Instagram, because Chris here is a professional writer, and every vehicle that we have, he does excellent articles with a lot more information if you are looking to buy one of these as well. And
we have some fun reels on Facebook and Instagram too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Moose is the big star. So, Mom, all right, enough is enough. All right, we're on our way right now safely to show you how to hit that red button.